All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get this story time of the first one I was trying to do back out. So this is the story time of how I got played by the one of the finest women in my city. All right, pretty much I give a top ten in the city. So last time I tried this when I uploaded it, it was like 20 minutes. I don't know how long I'm gonna try to make it. I'm not gonna try to make it as long, but seems like some of these story times I just started getting to talking about them, and it just goes long because I got a lot of stuff to say. So we just try to keep it short. But here we go. All right, so the first thing this starts off is it starts on Facebook, right? So I would scroll on Facebook and I would just I don't know if y'all do it, some of you dudes, but yeah. So you like suggested friends, the people you may not be friends with, but they say, well, you might want to see, you might want to know this person, you might want to add this person. I would just go through and just add all the pretty women, and I'm at like 5,000 friends now. Like I got a whole bunch of friends from like just when I was doing the A&R thing. A lot of artists and people who did music was adding me because I was A&R at a point in time. But then I just started just adding women. Like majority of those 5,000 are just women. I would just add, like, oh, she cute. Boop, let me add her. Oop, she's cute. Let me add her. So that's what I was doing, and I came across this one chick, and she looked like I don't understand how to explain it, but the way she looks. Let me see what I'm gonna call her. We're gonna call her Shanita. We'll call her Shanita. Shanita. Yeah, I guess this cause no, yeah, this call her Shanita. That's what her name's not really that, but we're gonna call her Shanita, right? So I come across Shanita, right, and she got this look like she did this beautiful, this the body, like everything, perfect little skin. Her hair is like this golden brown, like if y'all remember AJ and Free, remember Free from One Assistant Part, she would wear her kind of sometimes wear her hair out like kind of like an afro puff type, and it was golden, kind of brownish. That's what her hair. That's kind of what her hair was like. That's kind of how she had that look like, and she had the skin. So she was kind of like that, body wise, almost exactly like Free, but maybe a little bit thicker, like good. But so we was I seen her, and she just didn't look like she would work. Like she didn't look like she was in my seat. I was like, it's gotta be a fake profile. Like this has to be a fake profile. There's no way this chick is in my seat. I haven't been seen her around. I've never seen her like at any shows, and then I usually go out some of the clubs that every now and then. I never really seen her, so I was like, So I add her, right, and of course when you add a chick, one of those fine, beautiful, cute women, I'll say, oh, hey, what's up? And they might leave your message on read, and they'll never read it, but they'll read it and just never respond. So I think I sent them like two messages or something. No response. I was expecting that, but I was like, dang, I wish you would though, cause I sure would want to talk to her. So I sent a message, nothing going down. I looked at her picture and like she's getting like 500 likes on pictures, 600, 700, like 900 likes on pics and stuff like that. And I'm just telling you, she it's bad, right? So it comes to a point about a few weeks later. Uh, Young Dro has a show coming. He has a show at our in our town, and I don't know why I would go to this show. I usually don't just go to stuff just to pay to see washed up rappers and stuff like that. Cause Drunk Dro wasn't even popping when he came to our town. Like what Shoulderling with been gone and we did this thing. Shoulderling's still an old son. So this is like a few years ago. But I think I remember I was going because I was doing the A&R thing. I was trying to see like some of the artists that would open up. I was gonna try to talk to them about doing the distribution stuff. That's the reason I was like maybe 2 3 years ago I was doing that. That's what I was usually going to like concerts and stuff for, to try to get this distribution deals to some of the artists that like some of the local artists or just artists that I seen that it would open up. So it was at a club called Sky that's not around no more. So I said, I'm gonna go. So I go, get to the club. I'm not a club type person, but guess who walks in? Her, Shanita. Shanita is I'm not even expecting her to come. Like I said, I never seen her when I was going out to other clubs before. and all of a sudden I see her walking. She got this golden, elaborate looking dress on, and you can just she's just this beautiful, this man, body, bang, everything. So I see and I just like wow, my eyes are just stuck on her. Like I'm looking at her everywhere she go. I'm looking. I'm just following. I see okay. Then I try to scope out there like okay, let's see a dude coming up to it. That might be her little boyfriend or something. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm just every time a dude comes to, I'm thinking that's probably who she talked to, huh? Or that dude trying to talk to. All I'm thinking every time. And then at one point in time, I'm walking and she's at the bar, and I bump into her, and she gives a look at me like what? Like she thought I was trying to touch her or something, cause I kind of bumped into her like and revved up on her. But I was just walking. I was like, oh my bad, type. And we looked at the clock. We kind of looked out. We looked at each other, and it's what went on about my business. I'm thinking, damn, that was my chance to talk to her right there, cause I sure wasn't the type of dude to just walk up to her and talk to you, type of guy, right now. But so the show going on, like I'm really just trying to see where she at all the time. That's all I'm doing. I don't care about what's going on. I don't care about Young Dro. He comes to perform. Some of the open acts come around. I see it. I can see her where she's standing. She's still by herself, and I see her while everybody's performing. All the open acts performing. Young Dro performing, and I see her and everything. And I'm thinking, damn, I just need to get up a little close to her, and maybe I can say something like. So John Joe comes around, does his thing. Then all of a sudden she kind of disappears, and for a little bit, cause she walks out. She walks out on her. I see you know she gets on the phone and she walks out like outside. I'm thinking, great, she'll probably come back in. She's just on the phone. So at this point, I'm thinking, well, maybe I can catch her outside, cause that's kind of not a thing. I can get you like, oh, get you outside, walk by like, oh, don't I know you from somewhere? Even though I don't know you from nowhere, but I can start it like that's. I know at least I can try to start it like that. Like, don't you know? Don't I know you from somewhere? So I think almost what I want to do. So after Joe do his thing, she disappeared. I don't see her no more. She left. I'm like, dang, that's probably my once and last chance. I probably could have did anything to talk to her, but I'm like, okay, it's cool. Maybe she'll write me back or something sooner or later. But and I'm just thinking like when I get back home, I'm just thinking about dang, she was at the show, she was there, like, and I'm just thinking about it. And I see a picture. You know how pictures come up and people comment on stuff that you like. So I see her picture pop up again. One of these pictures she had like some scrubs on. Like I'm telling you, and when you see a girl thick as hell and some scrubs, you know they thick. So she had like 1,000 likes on this pic, and all these comments, and I commented. I made a comment since I sent like let me comment on her. So I'm like, hey, I saw you tonight. You ran and you bumped. I bumped into you. LOL. And then so I'm sitting there. I just put that up there, and all of a sudden I hear a ding. And you know that ding. That means you get a message on Messenger. And you see that picture, that profile picture pop up in the circle. I'm telling you, my eyes lit up because it was her. She writes me. I'm like, wow, she just wrote me. So what she was like, she said, I sent her like 2 messages before, like weeks before, and she finally responded like, she's like, oh, what's up? I said something. She like, oh, I'm good, and oh yeah, I remember that. And that's when everything, bam, right there. How she remembered me bumping into her. That's how everything started, and we just started talking from that point. I just kept talking to her, asking about stuff. And I asked her like, "You got a boyfriend or something?" And she's like, "No, I talked to somebody." Now, mind you, this is the only time since later on in the story that I'm gonna tell you again about she's talking to somebody or having a boyfriend. She just said she talked to somebody, right? So ever since that, I was like, okay, I don't care. I'm still trying to get with you. So we would keep talking. I would ask her stuff about like how come do you like jealous guy, or do you don't like the jealous type of guy, or you like this, or this stuff about what a woman would like if you were trying to talk to her, get in a relationship with. So she's telling me we're telling stuff about each other, how what type of men she likes, what type of girl I like, stuff, and what all this stuff like you would think, okay, we're trying to get to know each other and see where this can go. Now, mind you, she's never saying nothing about, oh, well, my guy I'm talking to probably wouldn't like this or stuff. No, she's talking like, okay, I'm trying to set up like dates. Like, maybe I can take you out sometime. She's like, okay, yeah, maybe. we'll see. I was like, okay, well, because I'm thinking I'm not gonna try to do stupid with it, so I'm gonna kind of wait a little while, and then maybe we can set something up. So, like I said, came from that this chit chat, this like talking. Then it was the point where she was just writing me every day. I was writing her every day. I'd write her like, cause she would get up and work for like 6 in the morning. I get up at like 6 too in the morning, so we get up at the same time. And I tell her good morning, she would tell me good morning sometime, and we would talk. I knew her schedule when she get on break, everything. It's heavy every day. It was just that like every day. So we started talking like that, and things good, right? So at one point I was like, well, I just said I'm gonna call her. So I was in like Monroe, Louisiana, on the job that I tell y'all the inventory place that I always got the crazy stories about. So I was there. We was getting something to eat, and I just got on Messenger and called her, and she answered. She was like, you know, that's like we've been talking for about 3 weeks, maybe before this happened, and so she's like, oh, you couldn't help it. You had to call me, huh? I was like, yeah. She's kind of. It wasn't like she was mad at it. It was that type of kind of funny type thing. What he's saying. So he was like, well, I guess I need to give you my number then. Like, yeah, I guess so. So she sent me, inbox me the number. Well, she calls me, and we start talking on the phone a little bit. Da, 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 but still it was the same thing. It was more messaging because I guess it was better because couldn't really be on the phone at my job as much, but I could still text around. So still good morning, texting, talking. Everything was still the same. Call every now and then, so everything's good, right? So it went from talking like that to I would be just lurking on her page, looking at stuff like, dang. I see guys comment on stuff, and I be thinking, okay, who is this dude? Why is this dude saying this? I'm just getting this? I'm trying to find out everything else. Like, hell, I don't want. I'm trying to have these other dudes try to step on what I'm trying to get into. I done put in a lot of work, and these dudes is gonna come up. I'm telling you, she gets likes like this. She was getting so many likes on these pictures she would post. Like, it was crazy. So and mind you, I still haven't seen her. We still haven't I haven't seen her since I seen her at the club. So then at one point I seen like oh yeah, cause now I'm trying, okay, I want to see you, but every time I try to see her, it was something that happened. Up, we had set up to go to the movies. She calls me about 10 o'clock. About 10 o'clock, like, well, something came up. Some of my kids, I can't do. I said, okay. But now this would happen a lot. She just wasn't busy, and then it came to a point where on the weekend it was like a set schedule. Through the week, she would talk to me, bam, 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 all the time. No, never miss a text or nothing. And then all of a sudden, from like Friday evening till Monday morning, I wouldn't hear from her at all, or might hear like one or two things, and then it was like weird. I'm like, damn. I mean, I know she got kids and stuff, but I mean, I said I don't want to see. I didn't want to just text her being mad. Oh, you can't text me or something. So I know how women get all defensive about that. So I'm not gonna say nothing about it. But I'm like, what's going on, So I'm telling that I'm wondering right there. This happened. Like, I'm telling you, this was going on. Like, it was every time weekend come around. I'm thinking maybe she'll do something. Maybe we'll do something this weekend. Nope, don't hear from her. But through the week, she'll start calling me and stuff. I'm thinking, damn, because I'm thinking other dudes trying to get with her. She probably got some other dude that she talks to too. Like I said, she said she talked to somebody, but remember, she never mentioned this guy ever again after that one time. So she telling me, cause I mean, she even told me that she liked me and stuff, like talked to me and stuff. So I'm thinking like, okay, I know she got kids. I know she got like an ex-husband that's not they're not together, but she had the kids by him. They kind of like one of those guys that she don't really like, but she ended up having kids by him type. So I'm wondering, okay, maybe it'll come around. We'll get to do something sooner or later, right? So we I come up with the idea like, you know what? since you working and stuff all the time, maybe I should come to you. Cause you know, she never came to my house. I never came to her house. But I was like, you work, and like maybe I can bring you something to eat. I just thought of the idea, like I'll bring you something to eat at work. You know, women ask women about some food. You want to get to a woman's heart. You want to get a woman. Tell her you gonna bring her some food, and she with it. Some free food. Oh yeah, most women ain't giving it up. So I say okay. I was telling her about like Texas Roadhouse where I used to work out. Like they got some good ribs and stuff. So I was like, you want to try them? And so I'll bring it to you. I'll bring you something. And then I told her. She told me what she wanted to get, and I made up the job and I brought it to her. So the first time I made her. Now this is the first time I'd seen her since the Young Joe show. So this is going on about a month after that. About 2 months. Finally, we I get to see her again, and so it's cool. We do that, just give me a hug, bam, 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 talking, and she leave. Now I think I did this like three, four. I did this a few times, 4 or 5 times, like a few times. It was many times I could count on my hand, but it was like I spent the stuff I would get. I would spend some money for it, like at least $20. So this one particular time, I brought this stuff. She sat there, we was talking, and she looked at me and like we was sitting there hugging. She kisses me, like she moves and start, and we kiss. And again, I light up, like dang. After I seen it, I get back home thinking about it. The whole I'm dreaming about that, like dang, she done kiss me and stuff. Like yeah, this is going good. Now, and this kind of after that, I believe she asked me one time she needed some she needed help to like pay a light bill or something for like $50, and I ended up giving it to her because I'm like okay, I want to be with you and stuff, so I can help you out. So I said okay. She's like I'll pay you back, I'm like well don't worry about it and stuff. Okay, but she said yeah I'm gonna pay you back. So all right, so I said okay cool. I give her that, and then like the day later, she sends me a picture. This is where I'm like, wow. She sends me a picture that I still got. She sends me a picture, butt naked, nude pic in the bathroom. I'm like, wow. Like I didn't ask her to send me the pic. She just sent it to me, and I'm like, wow. She really sent me this, and you know, I was shocked. Like, wow. Now she sent me this. I'm definitely finna get it. Like I still haven't even hit nothing, but I'm like, she sent me this. I'm really finna get in. I'm finna really get in. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, okay, that $50, that ain't nothing. I helped her, and I was like, yeah, she wanted. She glad that I guess she's happy that I sent her that money, whatever, forever. I don't know what she paid them. Even if she did pay me, I don't know. I didn't care at that time, but I'm like, I'm definitely gonna be able to come over and do something with her. But then again, weekend come around. What did she do? Don't hear from her. Don't hear from her through the week. She's back again. We talk. It was the same thing. So I always had to I started just doing some research on stuff, just looking at her page and said, what's going on, man? So I seen this guy. This guy has like pictures of different women. He would post like he had like a magazine, whatever. He be rapping and stuff, but he post like women and put like little backgrounds on them and stuff. But he had Shanita pictures. He had a lot of her, and I was like, okay, this dude probably is another dude, one of them dudes. I like, damn, this dude really trying hard to get with her. So I seen that, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. But he would write stuff like on his post, like he would like man, she never said anything about like a dude on her Facebook page, like oh me and this guy do this. Never mentioned, really just ignored him. Kind of seemed like she was not really acknowledging him, right? So he would say stuff like he would post on his page like when you got the girl that everybody want, you gotta step your game up and stuff. I'm just looking, then he's like he would say stuff like he was saying something like, "Oh, you got a whole husband, but you doing this to me." Like he was like, "Who the hell he talking about? Who's he mad at?" And so, but I'm looking, I'm like, I know he got pictures of her and stuff like, but dudes post pictures and tag girls in it because they want to be with them and stuff a lot of time. So I'm looking at this, and then it came to the point where I saw a post about her conversation started getting a little bit lesser and lesser, and this is when she started acting a little bit more different. I wasn't hearing from her as much, but we still was talking. With some of the stuff she was kind of like always kind of playing that she didn't like. Just keep pretty much not trying to do anything like going out and stuff type. Trying to avoid that. Like I bought her something for Valentine's Day, like some perfume for like $100. She actually, this is the first time she ever came to my house. She came to the house and I gave it to her, the gift. She said she got me something, but I never ended up getting it because we'll see. I'll tell you in a minute how this stuff came around. So I did that. Then I seen another post where I seen her. She wrote something under this dude's post like he was like my red bone like tastes like strawberries or something, and she wrote like and you know it, baby, something like that. And I'm thinking like maybe it's just a song. It's a song or something. But I know like okay, this dude, her and this dude must know each other, or he trying to really get with her. So I see some more stuff, and she was like he had she had got pictures where he had tagged her in it, like he was there with her. Because I was always wondering, like sometimes she would be sitting in the pictures and like somebody was taking them, so he's sitting in a car that was not the car that I would notice she usually be in. I'm like, but she never would post that she was with this guy. But this dude would post a lot of stuff like he with her or say stuff. And so I seen a post that one she's like, yeah, okay, baby, that stuff and all this stuff. And then I seen them post on his wall, post on her wall. He was like, babe, call me. And I'm looking like that's the same guy that was trying to post in the pictures. I'm like, well, she obviously has his number. If he wants him to call her, maybe he sent her his. I'm thinking maybe he just sent her the number, like a little lame dude, and hoping that he'll call, and then he just posted on the page, like to get her attention, like call me. So I'm thinking, oh, that's this dude really trying hard. So she ended up, she did this a lot. She would make posts about stuff and then delete them. So she deletes that post, and the thing still started just getting where like she wasn't really saying much that she used to. So I just asked her one day like, you want me to get out the way? And then she said, oh well, me and my ex been have been talking. Mind you, this is what she says. So now she says her ex. Remember I told you she never said anything about the guy she was talking to. Now at this point, I don't even know if the guy said she was talking to was the same guy that we talking about now. But like she never said she did. She always talking about she talking to somebody. And even recently when I seen her, I met up with her again, and she said she was talking to somebody, quote unquote. But yeah. So she says that like, oh, I'm like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, well, I said, wait, since you told me this before, I ain't tripping, cause I know if whoever you want to talk, I'm gonna do what I can do to try to get with you. So I didn't care about her saying she's talking to her ex talking and stuff, cause she's told me when I first talked to her, she was talking to somebody. So I didn't really think nothing much of it. But then things just started going haywire, out of the control. Like now this dude is posting stuff, there's more things about it. Oh, I'm with my babe, this and that. And then he started posting pictures, and all of a sudden he starts posting pictures with her. And all of a sudden she's acknowledging that this is her man and stuff. The same guy she was acting like she really wasn't talking to when he would comment on her pictures and stuff. Now she's, oh, I'm with my bae, I love him, I'm getting engaged with this guy. Like man, Now I started seeing things how it was working out. This dude is like a truck driver or something, so he would be out of town, and maybe he'd come back on the weekends. So I asked her when the last time I went to take her some food, I was like, I asked about it. She's like, yeah, he lives with me and stuff. And then now she's kind of spending, it's kind of standoffish. Like I try to hug her, she's like, oh no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. All of a sudden, she all this now is no more wanting to touch me, kiss me, whatever and stuff. So I'm like, well, if you why did you just tell me this? She was like, well, she said, I told you I talked to somebody, but yeah, but you talking about an ex. You saying this is your ex. You saying this dude this came back. Remember, you never told me about anybody else that was talking to you after the first time. Because if that's the case, you would have told me all the things that I've been talking about. Like, oh well, I got somebody, so I really can't do that. No, you was really saying she was saying these things could happen with us and stuff. So I'm I'm like, well, you know what? I'm cool. I'm like I said, man. You said that. I'm not really worried about it. I'm confident if you gonna talk to me, blah blah blah. But then I guess it just everything hit the fan with her and him or whatever. And she called me like, well, my phone finna be off and stuff. And well, I ain't gonna be able to talk to you for a while. And so I just like, well, you need some help. Like, no, I mean, it's all right. And then she's like, well, bye. And that's the last I heard from her for a long time, right? But I would see her on Facebook. Actually, just told me like her phone broke or something. She dropped her phone, and she's not gonna be able to get one for a while. Yeah, that's what she said. And she called me from like another number or something. And so I still see on Facebook and everything posting pictures. And then all of a sudden they were just posting pictures all the time. I'm with my baby, blah 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 blah. But the thing is, this chick is so flip flopping. Every week it's I'm engaged. I love this guy. Another week is I'm single. I'm tired of winning. Blah blah blah. Next week I'm engaged. I love him. Second week, this dude always cheating on me. I got pictures of him with women, everything. This dude is probably the luckiest man in the world. He can do whatever. This dude can literally do whatever he wants, and this chick will never leave him. I'm telling you, if you knew, like my boy, some of my if my co-host who does my podcast, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, that it's like it can't. I got tired. I've been tired of seeing the stuff that she posts on the page because she's like, she pretty much played me, and I was like a sucker. I was a sucker, but see, I still see her on the same BS. Like I just recently seen her post a pic posted a toast talking about that she needs a date. Anybody wanna any takers? Like come on now. All the times I want to take you, I just I don't even be I never even comment on it. I don't even say much to it. I just laugh like yeah. But like the thing is, I guess whenever this guy's around, she just goes off silent. Like she deleted her page. But when he leaves, she's back on Facebook. She's talking. She doesn't delete nothing. But when he's around, she deletes stuff. All this, bam, bam, bam. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know what this dude's got, some type of voodoo hold on or something. But pretty much she was with him. Pretty much she was with this guy the whole time from the Young Dro show till the point of that we was she was telling me that her phone was broken and she couldn't call me and nothing and stuff. She had been with this dude the whole time, and I don't know. I know I had the feeling, but I don't know why I felt like a sucker. But man, that's the story time, man, of how I got played by a female in my city, or one of the a top 10 finest women in the city. Like I can tell you, at least I mean, I can't deny it about top 10 hands down. But that's what it is, man. Drop a like, man. I got some more story times coming up. Good stuff from my cousins and all that stuff. Some crazy stories from my cousins and stuff. So it's going down.